I think we need to have like a whole citywide and statewide training for the how to deal with the Asian-related the crime. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Well done. Thank you.
Yeah, happy to talk to folks.
Yeah, thank
We don't,
you.
not everything, we're happy to talk to anyone who wants to talk off the record.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, very nice to meet you.
How do you see the welfare fraud?
Tell me more about
The
that.
welfare fraud, for example, like in Flushing, they find a lot of the adult daycare center in a small area. So they find out a lot of people using the so.
Well, I don't think it's limited to any one community or any one group. I mean, I think we have to recognize that for a long time, New York taxpayers have been paying money and not knowing where it's going because the government's not really keeping a close eye, and that's the Attorney General's job. So I don't think it's limited to any one neighborhood or group. I do think you should have someone who's looking at it fairly, even-handedly, and getting that money back.
No, I think she's talking about the adult daycare malpractice. A lot of people using the law, they give the kickback and things like that. The government already started enforcement. If you become the AG, would you continue or to do the same thing? Because there's a lot of fraud out there.
Yeah.
The AG's role in investigating,
What's that?
will the general attorney to investigate?
Yeah, the Attorney General does have authority to investigate fraud and should be investigating fraud because, everyone complains about the cost of living, correctly complains about the cost of living in New York. It's not affordable. Well, part of that reason is our taxes are very high. Part of the reason our taxes are very high, the top two components of our state budget are Medicare, Medicaid, and education. Now, we all want to help people who don't have enough to get their health care. Medicaid is a good thing, but we want to make sure it's actually going to helping people and not going to criminals. So it's important that we prosecute fraud. If we do that, then the money comes back to the taxpayer also, right? First, we make sure that people who need help get the help they need, and then we also make sure that we should have, frankly, at least $1 billion coming back. And when that happens, you can give taxpayers money back and reduce their cost of living.
Actually, there's one incident, I think a couple of weeks ago. An operator actually making $2 or $3 million fraud from adult daycare. So you are saying you will continue enforcement because...
Sorry, finish your sentence.
So you will continue the enforcement if you become the AG of New York State?
Yeah, so when I become AG, I'm going to prosecute fraud so that taxpayers get what they pay for and they're not stolen from. That's very simple. I want to be clear. I don't think that it's limited to any one neighborhood or any one community, and I don't think targeting communities is appropriate. I think we have to make sure that we are fair and even-handed in how we prosecute cases.
Yeah, I remember the current Attorney General is only to raise the civil law case against this kind of the fraud. So the federal to stop the funding for the investigate unit of the Attorney General office.
That's right.
Yeah,
well, what happened is that we went from getting, before her, we used to get on average 100 criminal convictions a year, and then under her we get 9.
Yeah, okay? Right.
So before her we used to get $300 million back a year. Under her we get 20 to 30. So it's just dereliction of duty, right? She's not doing the job. She's focused on other things. We all know what she's focused on. I'm interested in doing the job of Attorney General, and when we do that, we're going to make New York safer and less expensive.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.